You know, before every video that I make, I tend to stare at the camera for like a good 5 minutes at how to talk to a camera. So am I out of practice or is this not my thing? Oh no. I promised you guys a video 2 weeks ago and I didn't make one. In my defense, I just got done with beta and I wasn't ready. And the following week was Mother's Day, and I felt weird about making a Mother's Day video because my head wasn't in a place where that's the thing I wanted to talk about. So I didn't make a video for 2 weeks, and I'm really trying not to do that. I really want to start to get into this whole thing again and make it more consistent, and I want to do that because you all mean so much to me, and I do look at this as like the one thing that I have to myself right now. That sounds way more pathetic than it is. This is the one time where I get to be completely uninterrupted and do something for myself for as long as it takes. And so I value this a lot, especially right now, all things considered. So I would love to know how you guys are. I would love to know how you have been holding up, and have you learned anything new about yourself during this time? I've learned that I like meditating. I've also learned that I really do have bad handwriting, but I don't care. I've really kind of let that go when I'm writing in my journal because it's less about the actual words that I'm writing and that they're legible than it is the transcribing, I guess we'll say, of the words to the page. So I say them in my head, which is something I've learned that not everyone does. And then I write something. I write something that's close enough to the word that I'm thinking in my head. And it's been interesting kind of going through meditating, journaling, trying to get out and walk, trying to start running again. These are the other things that I've been doing for myself. And I also want to say that I have kind of a big announcement. Yay! I was writing a book and I really didn't want to keep writing the book, not because I didn't want to tell the story, but because I really don't enjoy writing in that way. So what have we done? I am turning my book into a screenplay because I see it so visually anyway that I think if I turn this story into a screenplay, which was kind of my end goal. I thought, oh, I'll just write the whole book and then turn it into a screenplay. But I'm like, not even to the main points in the story, and I'm already like, this is the worst feeling ever. So I've decided to start writing a screenplay and turn this full idea, like it is a fully fleshed out idea. I know pretty much what's going to happen from beginning to end, and I was planning on turning it into a screenplay after I wrote the book anyway, so I'm just going to skip the book part and we're just going to go straight into turning it into a screenplay. What is going to happen with that screenplay after I've written it, who knows? I don't care. I just want the story to be out there. If it ever gets turned into a movie, I mean, that would be amazing. But as of right now, for me, it's just sharing that story. I am pretty excited now, and it's really, I think having this screenplay be the format that I'm working the story through is far more interesting to me because I'm also having to learn how to write a screenplay whilst writing said screenplay. So that has been a really cool and weird and interesting and awesome experience. I'm writing a screenplay and not a book anymore, and I feel excited about it again. The cool part about having written up to the point in the story that I have is I'm basically just throwing that into screenplay format right now. And I think I'm still excited for the parts that I haven't written out yet, because like I said, even though I know them and I see them so clearly in my mind, I like the format that a screenplay can provide more than a book. I'm totally okay with saying that I'm not okay with writing a book. Books have never really been my thing anyway. I've never been a very good reader, and I do love books, but I prefer audiobooks. So I think for me, there's something about that whole I never really got into reading thing that made it too difficult for me to then write a book anyway. So could I make this story an audiobook? Yes, I absolutely could. Can I make it a screenplay because I grew up with TV and movies? Yes, I absolutely could. And could this be a TV show or a movie? Yes, it absolutely could. It would be sort of like a Netflix TV show where it would be episodic and it would have a beginning, a middle, and an end. And it wouldn't just be something that went on and on for infinity. It would be a full story over however many episodes. Do I feel like this is a format that I'm more familiar with, that I know what I'm looking for, and that I know how to express what I'm looking for better? Yes, and I think that I'm so excited about that. So we're doing the thing, we're just changing the format to the format that works for me, and it feels so good. I hope that you are doing well, and if you're not, long distance hug from me to you. All right, guys, take care. Bye. That's not my thing. What am I doing? It's only been 2 weeks and I've already forgotten. We'll see what happens next week. All right, guys, I love you. Bye.